Hey guys, it's Mac Bulldog Mac here for my Week 13 NFL predictions, my first of the year since I did not do it for the first 12 weeks because obviously I just came back yesterday. So, the first game, and I'll be doing it through the whole season, I'll calculate my total for each week, and then at the end of the year, I'll count out my total score, or total record for weeks 13 through 17 in the playoffs. So, let's get right into it. Packers and Lions at Thursday night. I'm going to have to take the Green Bay Packers in this one. It'll be a close one. They'll probably win by like a field goal or touchdown. But I think even though the Lions have 3 straight wins and they already beat the Packers 18-16, I'm going to have to take the Packers in this one, even after getting beaten by the Bears on Thanksgiving. Next up, we have the Jets 6-5 at the Giants 5-6. This is going to be a good game, I think. And I'm a Bills fan, but I'm sadly going to have to take the Jets in this one. The Giants coming off of that loss. Coming off of that loss from the Redskins, I don't think they have enough momentum to beat the Jets. And the Jets just crushed the Dolphins 38-20. Well, not really crushed, but beat the Giants 38-20. Or the Dolphins 38-20. So I'm going to take the Jets in that one, sadly, as a Bills fan. Now, the 6-5 Texans at the 5-6 Bills. Another 6-5 team versus a 5-6 team. And sadly, even though I'm a Bills fan, I'm going to have to take the Texans in this one. Of course, I want the Bills, but I don't think we're going to win. I think we're going to have to go the Houston Texans. And that would put us at 5-7. So this is basically a must-win for us. So yeah, but I'm gonna have to take the Texans, sadly. Next up, we have the Ravens at the Dolphins. 2-4-7 teams. Ravens have a lot of momentum after blocking the field goal last night against the Browns and returning it all the way for the touchdown to win 33-27. And the Dolphins, after their 38-20 loss to the Jets, I'm gonna have to take the Ravens in this over the Dolphins. So we scroll down to the 9-2 Bengals at 2-9 Browns. Not much to say about this. Josh McCown injured. I don't think Johnny Manziel is starting, so I'm pretty sure they're starting with Anthony Davis. Not much to say about this, and I'm just going to have to take the Bengals in that. Not much to say about that. Then the Jags at the Titans. 4-7, 2-9. I'm going to have to take the Jaguars over Marcus Mariota and the Titans. The Jags are not out of the playoff race. 2 games behind Indianapolis and Houston in the division. And also 2 games out of the playoffs. And the wild card. Then you have 3-8 49ers, 5-6 Bears. The Bears have been playing pretty well lately, so I'm gonna have to take them over the San Francisco 49ers. Seattle at Minnesota. Both teams won last weekend, but I'm gonna have to take the Vikings 8-3 over the Seahawks 6-5. Seahawks in that wild card race. And speaking of wildcard race, the next 2 teams, 6-5, 5-6. The Falcons are I think 1-5 in the last 6 games. They started 6-0. 5-0 or something like that. I don't know, something like that. And then the Bucks, they just came off of a 25-12, I believe, loss to the Colts at 5-6. So I'm gonna have to take the Bucks in this. The Falcons have just played absolutely terrible lately. So yeah, like I said, they're 1-6, I think, in their last 7. No, 1-5 because they're 6-5 right now. The only win is 10-7 against the Tennessee Titans. Cardinals at Rams. Even though they're playing in St. Louis, I'm going to have to take the Cardinals over the Rams. The Rams benched Nick Foles originally, but then Case Keenum got a concussion. He's out, so Nick Foles is starting. Carson Palmer and the Cardinals, 9-2 this year. 9-2 this year. The Rams 4-7. I'm going to take the Cardinals in that one. Kansas City at Oakland, 6-5, 5-6. Chiefs started 1-5 this year. In their last 5 games, they are 5-0. Yes, that's right, they're 5-0. Raiders are 5-6 after coming off a win to the Titans. For both us Bills and the Oakland Raiders, basically must-wins this weekend. Both playing 6-5 teams, we're both 5-6. So yeah, in the AFC wildcard hunt right now, it's the Chiefs at 6-5 and the Texans at 6-5. And right outside, we have the Steelers and the Jets both at 6-5. And then us, the Bills, and the Raiders both at 5-6. So this is pretty much a must-win for the Bills and the Raiders this weekend. Bills against the Texans and Raiders against the Chiefs. But I'm taking the Texans over the Bills and the Chiefs over the Raiders. Then we go to Brock Osweiler and the 9-2 Broncos after the win over the Patriots. And hey, the Chargers have proved they can win a football game. Now they're 3-8. This is Sunday at 4:05, just like the Chiefs and Raiders. But yeah, I'm going to take the Broncos, who just came off the win in overtime to the New England Patriots, so giving them their first loss of the year. So obviously, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos and Brock Osweiler in this one. There's 4 games left. Undefeated Panthers at 4-7 Saints. Saints have had an up and down year. Started really bad. Then then did really good at like 4 straight wins, I believe. Now starting to do pretty bad again, so sorry. But I think that Cam Newton and the Panthers will probably demolish Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. So sorry, Saints fans, but I think that I'm going to have to take the Carolina Panthers in this. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. Next up, 4-7 Eagles after getting crushed on Thanksgiving. Ooh, sorry, let me get to focus. There we go. By the Lions. Patriots, even though they just lost to the Broncos, they're still 10-1, and they only lost in overtime. They are without Gronk, who should only be out 1 game, and I'm not sure if Edelman or Amendola is coming back, and we already know that Deion Lewis is out for the season with a torn ACL. But I'm still going to take the New England Patriots over the 4-7 Philadelphia Eagles. So 2 more games. Sunday Night Football, you have the Colts at Steelers, 2 6-5 teams. Colts lead the division, but Texans right behind. I'm going to have to take Steelers coming off that loss to the Seahawks. Colts just beat the Buccaneers. I'm going to have to go with Matt Hasselbeck and the Colts over Big Ben Roethlisberger, who I think is playing this week. I'm not positive. It's either Roethlisberger or Landry Jones, but either way, I think I'm going to have to take the Colts in this one. And last but not least, Monday Night Football. The Redskins are 5-6, but they lead their division and are currently in the playoffs. Cowboys, Tony Romo's 3-1 as a starter, and between Brandon Weeden and Matt Castle, they are 0-7. But Romo's out for the season with a broken collarbone, so they have Matt Castle starting for the Cowboys. So even though the Redskins are 5-6, even though the Redskins are barely in the playoffs, they're still only 5-6. But I'm gonna have to take the Redskins still, especially coming off that win against the Giants. So, yep, this is my predictions for Week 13. Let's see what my record can be. We'll go through the games one more time to see who I think's going to win. Packers over Lions. Okay, Jets over Giants. Texans over Bills. Ravens over Dolphins. Bengals over Browns. Jags over Titans. Bears over 49ers. Vikings over Seahawks. Buccaneers over Falcons. Cardinals over Rams. Chiefs over Raiders. Broncos over Chargers. Panthers over Saints. Patriots over Eagles, Colts over Steelers, and Redskins over Cowboys. Yes, this is my Week 13 NFL predictions. Let's see how good or bad I can do this week. So, that's about it. This is the end of my NFL predictions for Week 13. Hopefully I can get a good record this week. And then, like I said, all weeks in the playoffs, Weeks 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 in the playoffs. I'll calculate my all-time record at the end. So, that's about it. This is Bulldog Mac here, signing out.